Hey you guys, it's Brit. Tonight we're here to talk about Nicole Guerriero. She recently launched a new brand, and the one single product that she is selling in this brand is a $60 candle. Yes, so I'm going to tell y'all kind of what I know about her, how I basically, without sounding too mean, I forgot about her, but recently she came back on my radar because she is definitely on the naughty list of a lot of her fans. So we're going to talk for a few. If you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys. So right now, Nicole over on TikTok has just over 341,000 followers, and she is an OG beauty YouTuber. She used to make, hair videos, makeup videos, get ready with me. She was getting a lot of PR from brands. She was one of the well-known original beauty gurus. I think of her, I think of Carly Bible. They were actually friends in real life, and they were both very, very successful initially on YouTube. Over the years, I lost track of her just because, I don't know, I never really deeply connected with her content. I would watch her once in a while. She made okay videos, but I also got out of watching a lot of beauty guru kind of content because I was just tired of it. But either way, so now current day, she is sharing that she has launched this brand. It's called NYKZ Studio, and she launched one single product. So I guess she's thinking, okay, I'm well known enough that people will go to this website and be willing to even consider buying the one and only product that I'm launching under this brand. Allegedly, early on, she said that she was fully funding this brand. She was the owner, she was funding it. Now she has said that she has partners, so that's weird. I don't know how you could confuse those two. But I went on to her website, NYKZ studio.com, and I found the one singular product that she launched, and it's called the Cream Silk Candle for $60. And guys, this is not like a coffee table candle that has, 3 or 4 wicks and it's a big masterpiece that can, last for 6 months. It's not that. So the candle scent is honey and a Florida orange that gives you a big warm welcome. It has notes like rose, lily of the valley for serenity and comfort, and cedar wood and musk that make you want to stay. It's the perfect scent for a happy place. Some of y'all might know, a few years ago, I was a big fan of candles from Anthropologie. I love the, Capri, the volcano candle. I can't even think of it right now, but I really love their candles. And even those, in this current economy, I would not feel comfortable stocking up on those candles because they are so expensive. And even if I did, it might be like one around the holiday season, just because I think candles are overpriced. But if it's a really good candle that I do love, yes, I might consider it if it's a well-known candle company and if I know for a fact that the scent has a really good throw. Why on earth would we pay an influencer $60 when Bath & Body Works has a million scents to choose from and they constantly have coupon sales, buy one, get one, 50% off candles? There are so many options to buy affordable candles. Why would we even think about buying one singular scent that we've never smelled? We're just going off of her very biased review to pay $60 for this candle. It is all just truly so stupid. In her response video to the backlash that a lot of fans were sending her way, she does say that she tried to negotiate a better price and $60 is what they landed on. She's offering that maybe down the road they can offer a smaller candle for a less, at a lower cost. But that's not the point. we don't want smaller for less money. We are expecting a fair price for the item that you launched.
First, I want to say thank you to everyone that purchased a candle yesterday. I'm so excited for you guys to have them in your home and smell them and just have what I feel like is me in a scent form. But I also want to address the fact that the candle is $60. Like, girl, I know it's expensive, okay? And it's only expensive because it was an expensive candle to make. I have business partners and I was arguing with them about the price of the candle as well. I was like, y'all are insane. Okay, you are insane. But the $60 was just the price that we had to settle on because, again, of how expensive the candle was to make. And I wanted to give you more candle than component. So she's a chunky candle. She burns for 120 hours and she is safe, which I feel like is the most important part of burning anything in your house. My hope is for when we scale. Right now we're just a little teeny tiny itty bitty company that's mostly self-funded by me, and I'm hoping that as we scale we can lower the price of things. We've also been talking about just making a smaller version of the candle to make it less expensive, and that way if you wanted the candle it doesn't feel like such a hit to your bank account, because I know it's also kind of scary to buy a scent that you haven't smelled in person, right? I get that. So I'm gonna do a Q&A this weekend and probably have that live up on the NYX page over the weekend, just answering any questions and concerns that I've seen from you guys, but I really just wanted to address the $60 candle because I hear you. There's also a 10% off code right now for new purchases, which is everybody. Yesterday was a great day and it's super scary, but it's also super exciting just to be kind of doing something different, doing something new, and I'm excited and nervous. You know, if you've ever started anything or if you've ever done anything outside of your normal things that you do, you know it's scary, and it's always scary to follow your dreams, but here we are.
I've talked about influencer culture for many years on this channel. This is a prime example of why influencers lose their audience. They are living unattainable lifestyles, because here's the whole thing: a lot of them start out by being a really relatable person, and then once the money and the views and the attention come in, they turn into somebody that you really can't relate to on anything, especially when it comes to finances, because the majority of Nicole Guerriero's audience is not going out and purchasing a $60 candle. And let's also talk about, okay, if you're wanting to purchase this candle, you might want to be able to have candles in multiple rooms. I know for me personally, I love to have a candle in the office, in the bedroom, and out in the living room / kitchen. So that's 3 candles already. I don't need to hear your sales pitch about how it's safe for pets and it's safe for all the children and it's made with high quality ingredients. Whatever those ingredients are, the main thing with having candles be safe is that they are not being burned in a room that has nobody paying attention to the candle. I've always said that I will burn a candle in the room where somebody is, and I won't burn it for very long. I don't need to leave a candle on for hours and hours and hours, because I don't know, I've never thought that that really made a whole lot of sense. So you burn it for a little while when you're in the room watching the flame, and then you blow it out. This whole, oh, it's safe, oh, it's with high quality, special ingredients, like, girl, just knock it off. On the website, it says that the wax is a soy wax blend with a cotton wick. Do you realize how many brands have soy wax blends? And you're not even saying this is a fully soy wax candle. This is a blend. So what about that makes it safer than other alternatives that are more affordable? As a comparison, since I mentioned Bath & Body Works earlier in this video, their blend is soy, paraffin, and sometimes palm oil. So here's the whole thing. Bath & Body Works, which is much more affordable than this, crazy candle, they can also say we use a soy wax blend. Blend is the key word, because that's telling consumers that there's something aside from soy wax that is being put into these candles. So Miss Nicole Guerriero, your candles at $60 are they're not safer than Bath and Body Works. They're not safer than, candles that you can purchase in Target or Walmart. This launch really exposed just how insanely out of touch a lot of influencers are. And again, as my final comparison in this video, her candle is 480 grams, and the Bath & Body Works 3-wick candles, which are the ones that are constantly on sale, are 411 grams. So we're not talking about a huge difference here in size or anything. Like I said, it's not one of those coffee table candles that has a bunch of wicks and it lasts you a month or two at least. This is nothing special. And her trying to defend the nonsense that, she's selling is comical at best. So when these washed up influencers come up and it's like, oh, I used to watch her, but, why are her videos not getting as much engagement as they used to? It's probably because they have pulled something like this kind of nonsense along the way, and people have, unfollowed, stop trusting, stop, relating to said influencer, because there are so many other people that you can spend your time watching and supporting.
You can tell when an influencer's money ain't hitting the way it used to, or the checks is not rolling in. I'm not saying that they're broke, but the input is, getting very close to the output. Okay, they need some money quick. Because do y'all remember the OG YouTuber Nicole Guerriero? She was a beauty guru, over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. All her videos did numbers. Like, she had collabs with, the high-end makeup brands that would sell out. Everybody loved this makeup guru, right? I started to turn a little side eye at her because she's a beauty guru and she did a collaboration with the army. I didn't even know that armies collaborated with influencers, let alone a beauty influencer, somebody who sits and does makeup, right? But yeah, she did a collaboration with the army, to encourage people to join the army. Very weird and not on brand, very off brand for her. But, when the money is funny and the change is strange, you do crazy stuff. I feel like a lot of OG, content creators and influencers, they've fallen off because they refuse to, adapt with all the new social medias coming out. They just think that their name will carry them forever, and it just doesn't. And so now she's come out with her own line, her own company, where she's selling a single candle for $60. Now you're competing with brands like Bath and Body Works. You have no other products, just the one candle for $60. Okay, you're not consistent. Like, you used to post hella vlogs. You're not even consistent on social media anymore. Your name doesn't carry anymore. You're gonna sell a $60 freaking candle and collaborate with the U.S. Army. Like, in this economy, like everything that's going on in the economy, I just swear sometimes influencers can be so freaking out of touch with reality.
Be selling a candle, like a home candle, for $60 a pop. $60 for a candle is just ridiculous in this economy. A lot of influencers are still so out of touch, and they don't understand that this is why they're losing traction. This is why they're losing support, is because they are not in touch with the average American. It is just egregious that you decide to, for your first small business, you decide to price your candles at $60 a pop. And you know what? That is your business. That is your business. But the fact that you have to come on to your personal TikTok and explain your decision to sell your product at that price goes to show that it's not working out for you, boo-boo. You literally were trying to put it on your business partners and say that you did the best you can to negotiate with them, but this is the only, reasonable price that they would accept. But then you say you self-funded everything. So I'm confused on what happened there. I guess that's just semantics. But then it's like you're trying to convince people to buy it by saying that it's non-toxic, it's safe, it's okay for pets and children, and that it's made of high quality materials. I go in the comments and nobody knows what the high quality materials are. Like, they don't know what it is. And all of your supporters are mad. Like, they're literally like, we love you, but this is just ridiculous. Like, are you out of touch with what's going on? Like, some of us are like choosing you know, how whether to pay this bill or not pay this bill this month, like we're all struggling, and you want us to still support you, but you price a home candle at $60. $60 is somebody's internet bill for the month. Like, that's what my internet bill is. So I'm getting tired of influencers. I'm ready for influencer culture to just die out, because you get to a certain point of influencing and then you're just out of touch. And it's like, no longer does that person have the relatability or, you know, the aura that we like, because that's because you're so out of touch of what's going on in the world, into thinking that, first of all, collaborating with the military was a good idea, and then to sell a home candle for $60 a pop. I mean, if you want to buy it, buy it. That's all. I understand that. People are like, well, if you don't want to buy it, don't support. But my whole point stands of the fact that influencers are out of touch with the average American. Like, it's greed. It's just, we're tired of it. We are honestly tired of it.
But either way, this has been a really big conversation over on TikTok. That's where I've seen most of the videos. If I find any that I want to share, of course, I will kind of drop them in here just for other opinions and perspectives on this stupid candle launch. But I think that's it for tonight. So if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.